But somehow being like unloved by women turns you into like a Civil War craving lunatic. I guess we knew that.
Yeah, I think that's there's two pathways towards radicalization, and both of them involve women, because women are the problem here. Okay, and one is that being like unlikable, unlovable person that women don't want to be around, and like refusing to change your behavior or even like, fix things about yourself, and instead blaming feminism. And then the other is divorce court.
Well,
and so I just
okay. First of all,
divorce court is the number one pipeline to radicalization.
You know what? You say that jokingly, but divorce court is kind of fucked up for dudes.
There's certainly some issues with divorce court.
Now you got me fucking men's right red pilled.
Let's do it.
We're gonna
Let's
bring
do
on
it,
divorce
dude.
Card. Come on,
let's do it. Ethan Klein, MRA.
I'm about to fucking be sexless over here.
Yeah.
Ela's gonna see me talk about divorce court. Stop touching my dick forever.
That's how you become a conservative.
And then all of a sudden I'm blowing up schools.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Okay, well, anyway, we knew that Temple was a sexless virgin, but there's this other guy, and I know this is coming right at the top, but it's so good. Nick Fuentes.
I don't even like giving this dude any fucking exposure, to be honest. He's a Nazi. Yeah.
Is he?
Oh,
straight up.
No, he just does he.
There's a lot of those going around these days.
Just asks questions about the Holocaust.
But this is so good.
No, this is funny. Because, it kind of shows you.
It proves that these young Republicans, they're just the way they are because they can't get laid, bro. They can't. It's not that they can't even get laid. It's like women won't even talk to them because they're so repulsive. Like, watch Nick Fuentes.
Even Republican women. And this lady here is already, a repulsive human.
Yeah, even though she's like, you're disgusting, even to me.
Yeah. That's how you know you've lost it. Like, if the dollar store version of what's her face, Lauren Chen, or I guess these people are just trying to do their own Laura Ingraham universe. You know what I mean? If that person doesn't want anything to do with you, you are you're done.
Well, just watch this, guys. I mean, this is awesome.
I find it interesting though that you've only ever lived in the United States. I just. You can only do so much reading before practical experience actually should take, some sort of precedence. And I mean, I say the same thing about women too. I mean, I dare say, from my understanding of many of your viewpoints, you also promote the way of interacting with women. And I go, have you been in a relationship with a woman?
No.
So how are you telling other people how to behave towards women when you
This
yourself
guy's
have
a
not had
goblin.
any actual physical, interaction
He eats
with
his
them
boogers, too.
in a romantic capacity, or in fact in any capacity where you uphold them in a way that treats them with respect? I mean, if you're out here arguing that women are basically half the value of, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, in fact, because that's not right. But, if you are looking to some other regimes around the world that do think that women are half the value of a man, I have to question what kind of a person who's had no experience with women is in a position to basically promote these ideas.
Well, I'm having an experience with a woman right now.
Sorry, I netted already.
By the way, yeah, exactly. I just creamed my pants, lady.
Too late. It counts. It counts.
I love that. I just love that. I'm having an experience with a woman right now. Yeah, and he's like, and I have lunch with my mom on the weekends.
It's not a good one. You're having an experience, not a good one.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. They're all bad. Yeah, when you're they're all bad.
And I've had lots of experiences with women in my life, not romantically per se, but I've talked to enough women. I've been, I've known enough women to know sort of what's going on. I think any man who is observant enough, and honestly, like I said, we could go back to great geniuses. We could go back to people that have been in relationships. Like a perfect example is the pickup artists. Have you ever noticed that pickup artists who have the most?
No, nobody watched pickup artists.
I've watched pickup artists all the time. I don't know what you're
He's
talking
like,
about.
you know how pickup artists.
You watch pickup artists too. What do you mean?
Yeah, forget, but I think the most he's talking to a woman, by the way. You know, pickup artists. I think we all intentionally avoid that.
You know, she's horned up. She's ready to.
She's ready to fuck. He's like, I get it.
His his presence and everything he represents is already just a mood killer, total vibe killer in general. I feel like, but once he starts talking about I know women and I watch pickup artists all the time.
I know what's going on,
and it's you're never gonna.
He's like an anti-aphrodisiac. I think Nick Fuentes is the ultimate sex killer. He is the The dryer, the great dryer.
Everyone's ovaries
blow
dried
dryer,
up.
we can call
Everyone's ovaries dried the fuck up. No periods for everybody. He's like birth control. He's walking.
Yeah, ovulation stops.
Yeah.
Men become infertile around him.
He's like, yeah, the great replacement. It's like, dude, yeah. Why don't you fucking replace your attitude? And,
I'll tell you who. I'll tell you what's going to be replaced. All the people of the world without his offspring, because he ain't getting laid.
That's true. That's right.
Sorry. I
mean, dude, your last name's Fuentes. You're Hispanic, and you're Nazi. It's a walking contradiction.
Most relationships with women and the most sex, what they say is that really with women, it's the same bag of tricks. To seduce a woman or whatever. And I think that kind of tells you something about the nature of women, that, you go from woman to woman.
Oh my God, pause for a second. Okay. He literally went from, I know women. I've talked to plenty. I'm talking to one right now. And also, I watch a lot of pickup artists. And, they always run the same bag of tricks. It's like this dude watched 40-Year-Old Virgin and thinks that's how you're supposed to, date.
Dude, Nick, if it's so easy, if picking up chicks is so fucking easy, why are you a virgin, bro?
Well, he's celibate before marriage.
Is he? You think he's involuntary celibacy? Isn't that incel-dom? Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm always wondering. It's like, why aren't you reproducing? Like, you should be living in a fucking commune and like making as many. Well, you're Hispanic. Maybe that's why. Because he's a self-hating Hispanic Nazi. So he's just like, well, I can't technically have people. I can't technically have offspring because I would also be diluting the racial pool.
Right. I'm working on getting myself deported.
Like little tricks, little things you could say or whatever
So
to
do
kind of
it.
hack them and whatever. And I think that kind of says it all about their nature.
It does.
So,
What does it say
It says it
about
all. It says it all when you think fucking pickup artists and like watching pickup artists is a great way to accurately and adequately assess how women are like.
I mean, it says more about pickup artistry is one of the lowest forms of male expression. It is just a total creep show.
You are literally
way.
you are like the documentarian.
Yeah.
The OG documentarian of pickup artistry, dude.
Bro, I've been studying these guys. They are. Hold on, I want to show you Andrew's video on pickup artists just to see who he's talking about. These fucking guys are incredible.
The girl will probably
this
be in
is the
front
guy
of
he's
you
talking
at a
about.
time when you don't
this is
expect
Nick
it.
Fuentes is
The
watching
cock
him.
blocker we got to watch
This is
out
the guy
for is
who's cracked the
ourselves.
code on women.
Ultimately, we think it's the girls, we think it's the time.
I met that guy.
I love these guys. This guy has the world record for the most people he's made out with.
5,000.
It's cool. Making out is sick.
Yeah. Especially with that. That's why he's got the lip guard.
Yeah.
You see that?
You think that keeps like the
It's like a bumper.
herpes away?
Yeah, it's like a bumper for, you know how like cop cars have that because like they're supposed to bump into people. That's why he has that.
Interesting.
He deflects women that desire him with the bumpers. Like, no, I will not be kissing you.
Well, there is just a really interesting parallel between these Nazi creeps and just not being able to have female companionship, and I think it's something that we need to study and be aware of.
Yeah. Well, that's what is like so frustrating about someone like Jordan Peterson, for example, which is like they go from a lot of these dudes are suffering for sure. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and just be like, you're not Nick Fuentes. I'm talking about like the average, pasty, frail white kid on the internet who thinks, who doesn't have future prospects lined up, recognizes deep down inside that like their future is not going to be the same as like their parents, right? It's going to be much harder for them to get a house, meaningful, fulfilling employment, things of that nature. And that is constantly eating away at them. And then on top of that, they're like constantly on the internet feeling extra alienated, but then they hyper focus on these communities that tell them like, hey, we'll help you out. And it's actually the system that's the fault, but not capitalism or not anything like that. But the system is at fault because of feminism. And if you went to a trad cath lifestyle, then you would be able to, have a good trad cath wife who will cook for you, and you'll have like your own version of an arranged marriage or whatever. What they fail to recognize is the Pareto principle, the 20% of men get 80% of women Pareto principle
Right.
that a lot of these PUA people use, still applies in a Nazi utopia. Dystopia. Utopia that they think.
Yeah. But
Like Hans is going to fuck all the trad cath ladies. I'm just saying. Like even if it's not a brown dude like you
that's
fear.
the thing about the incels. They also want, like, they demand and require 10 out of 10s only. They only want the most beautiful women in the world. But let me tell you.